Special Jumat prayers hold for President Tinubu at 73. Fire guards popular Onitsha main market in Anambra State. And Muslims urged to look out for new moon of Shawwal 1446 AH on Saturday, 29th March 2025. Hello and many thanks for joining us on the news desk at 3 on NTN News 24. I am Chinenye Ngoye. Special Jumat prayers have held for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the National Mosque, Abuja. The prayers mark his 73rd birthday anniversary. Prayers of protection and divine assistance for wisdom in piloting the affairs of the country were bestowed on the president. The occasion, which was described as divine for falling within the Ramadan period, had a cross-section of key persons in the public and private sector in attendance. The Sultan of Sokoto and President General Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Mohammed Saad Abubakar, has urged Muslim Ummah to look out for the new moon of Shawwal 1446 AH tomorrow, Saturday, 29th March 2025. And a report just reaching us indicates that the Kano Police Command has banned Doba and Salah festivities to ensure the security of lives and property. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria note that upholding and adhering to the lessons of Ramadan by living in line with the tenets of Allah is crucial to sustaining the inherent blessings of the holy month. Speaking on preparation for Eid al-Fitr, Imam Tamim Yusuf Al-Hassan, Deputy Chief Imam, Muslim Community Center, Jumat Mosque, Wuse Zone 3, Abuja, emphasized the need for celebrating within a person's means and capacity. Lydia Samson reports.
As Eid al-Fitr approaches, communities worldwide are brazen for the festive celebrations. Imam Tanim Yusuf Al-Hassan, Deputy Chief Imam, Muslim Community Center, Jumat Mosque, cautioned against borrowing or being extravagant.
Celebrate the Eid according to your own means. And also, those who observe that a particular brother or sister or home house have problem, please let them be of assistance to them. Let them extend hands of assistance to them so that they will also be happy.
Though a significant aspect of the preparation is the tradition of wearing new clothes, often creating a surge in demand for clothing and accessories, he reiterates that it must be celebrated with neighbors and not necessarily Muslims to ensure everyone is carried along. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria believe the festive period also comes with logistical challenges that must be proactively addressed to ensure safety of life and property.
You as the driver should be able to conduct yourself properly. Avoid distracted driving. Avoid overtaking wrongly. Avoid driving under the influence of alcohol or drug. And try and put your vehicle in order. Certainly, if you're able to do this, I can assure you that by the grace of Allah, we'll be able to witness another Ramadan.
I hope that when they are enforcing the law, let it be for everybody. Let us have a legislation for that, including myself, himself, and any other person. Many of these things, it happens, they only emphasize about the commercial vehicle.
They acknowledge that last-minute travelers faced increased transportation costs. Therefore, many families struggle to balance the financial pressure of new attire and travel expenses. Despite these challenges, the joy and spirit of Eid remain unwavering as families often come together to celebrate the end of Ramadan with love and gratitude. Already, preparations are in full swing. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
For the past 7 years, the Muslim community in Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, have been supporting displaced individuals at Wasa IDP camp, also known as Malaysia's IDP camp in Apo, by providing essential food items. This effort reflects their commitment to ease the affliction of the displaced and improve their living conditions. Suleiman Abdul Wahab reports.
32-year Amina Mohammed is one of over 5,000 displaced individuals from Borno, Adamawa and Yobe states, shared her heartbreaking story after insurgency. And despite their hardship, Amina and her fellow camp residents expressed gratitude for the anti-Muslim community's support, especially during Ramadan.
My village was burned down Boko Haram. That is when I left my home of town and came here. That is why I'm in this camp. That's where I found myself in camp.
We really appreciate the effort of our beloved brothers from the NTA because every year they always remember the IDP of Malaysian Garden, on which they normally brought food items to share with the IDP.
Deputy Director of News, DDN, Mohammed Ali, emphasized that the anti-Muslim community will remain untiring in their support to those in need. He expressed confidence that the government will always be there to assist them and reassures in due time they will soon return to their various states, rebuilding their lives with hope and strength.
Even on the news we've reported in NT and even our colleagues in Maiduguri have reported that peace is returning and the governor is returning many IDPs back to their ancestral homes. So we are hoping that very soon the people in this camp will return to their places in Borno State so that they will continue with their normal lives.
Amina Mohammed, reflecting on the support she and her fellow camp residents have received, expressed hope for a brighter future. In Abuja, Suleiman Tobu Abdul Wahab, NT News.
As Ramadan comes to a close, Muslims are required to make a charity payment known as Zakatul Fitri before Eid al-Fitri, the feast marking the end of fasting. This donation is made to the less fortunate and those in need. Tope Alabi in this report takes a look at the significance of the Zakatul Fitri in Islam.
قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى.
Zakatul Fitri or Zakah is a religious duty considered obligatory for every Muslim, regardless of age or gender, who has the means to give at the conclusion of Ramadan. Traditionally, 1 sa'a or 4 mudu of staple food in one's area, estimated to be about 14 tins or 2.5 to 3 kilograms, is given. Examples of staple food include rice, wheat, maize, beans, millet, or dates. Alternatively, many scholars allow the payment of the monetary equivalent of 1 sa'a of food, with local Islamic authorities announcing the current rate each year.
This Zakat al-Fitri, we were encouraged to give it out 2 or 3 days before Salah Day, so that the needy who will be given, at least on that Salah Day, everybody is expected to have something to cook for himself.
And you pay Zakat al-Fitr, by the head of the family will pay on behalf of all his members, the members of the family that are living under him.
The reason behind it is that Allah wants all of us to make ourselves happy on the day of Eid al-Fitr.
So this Zakat al-Fitr is of benefit to the recipient. It's also of benefit to the person giving out, because his Ramadan is accepted by Almighty Allah, and he has also perfected his lesson of giving out to others. So we don't just give at Zakat al-Fitr and go to sleep till next year. It is something we do for the next 11 months on voluntary and individual level.
Zakatul Fitri serves to feed the hungry and purify the fasting person of any transgressions committed during Ramadan. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever gives it before the prayer of Eid will have it accepted as zakat, while whoever gives it after the prayer will be considered to have given regular charity or sadaqah." Zakatul Fitr emphasizes the communal aspect of charity and the responsibility of Muslims to continue to contribute to the well-being of others, fostering a sense of unity and compassion. In Abuja, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
As the two major religions in the country are in periods of fasting and thanksgiving, Nigerians have been urged to always continue to give all glory to the Creator for all His blessings upon the country, despite current challenges. This was at the annual Kuchicheb Festival of Thanksgiving of the Kutebs from Takum Usa local government area and Yangtu Special Development Area, Southern Taraba State. Its central focus is on giving thanks for opening and closing farming seasons, as agriculture is the backbone of their economy. The festival depicts Kuteb's mode of pre-colonial dressing, respect for law and order as commanded by the ancestors and passed on by elders. It is a show of farming and hunting tools and of hospitality through lavish provision of food and drinks.
We are thanking God as a nation for good harvest of the previous years. God has blessed us with harvest, bomb harvest. And we are expecting that God will usher us into the new farming season. And that is why we are thanking God.
A lot of predicament that come upon us, but God has preserved us. That's why the Kwetakum now, let me feel that we should all converge here in the place of worship to praise and thank God for the preservation of life, on how God has been so faithful. So, well, I feel happy. Every 25th of March every year is one of the most happiest days of my life.
We appreciate God today. Today is a great day to Kuteb Mission in Ten. Today is a great day to us. We give thanks to God, come together in unity.
It is a Black Friday in Onitsha, Anambra State, as goods worth billions of naira early this morning were gutted by fire at the Ifejika Street by Sokoto Road, Main Market, Onitsha. The cause of the fire incident is yet to be ascertained. A report just reaching us indicates that Gombe State has also recorded 3 deaths from meningitis. An epidemic has been declared in 3 local government areas in the state. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, says its rapid response teams have arrived in Kebbi, Sokoto and Katsina states in response to the ongoing outbreak of cerebrospinal meningitis in the country. A statement by the NCDC head of corporate communication, Sani Dati, says the deployment is in response to a significant increase in suspected cases reported from the states. Nigeria has now recorded a total of 807 suspected cases and 74 deaths from across 22 states, with a case fatality rate of 9.2%. The states of Kebbi, Katsina and Sokoto are said to have recorded the highest number of suspected cases and deaths, with relatively low sample collection rates necessitating urgent intervention. The NCDC Director General, Dr. Jide Idris, also clarifies that rapid response teams will be in the 3 states for 14 days and will be extended if need arises. The deployed teams, comprising multi-sectoral and interdisciplinary experts, including specialists in case management and lumbar puncture techniques. The Center for Democracy and Development, CDD West Africa, says the publication titled Zamfara, Governor Lawal under fire over alleged anti-democratic actions against assembly members recently published in the media does not emanate from it. The group made a clarification at a media briefing in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf reports.
Background check.
The director of CDD West Africa, Dauda Garuba, disclosed that the article published attributed statements to a group led by one Ibrahim Yakubu, who claims to represent the Center for Democracy and Development, West Africa. While fully respect the right of individuals and groups to freedom of speech and association, as a respected think tank, CDD clarifies that the group is not in any way affiliated to the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD West Africa.
CDD West Africa remains committed to the principles and values of democratic governance and thus rejects any attempts to misrepresent its stance or values.
Meanwhile, a civic group, the Patriots for the Advancement of Peace and Social Development, has rejected calls for a state of emergency in Zamfara State, calling it as politically motivated against Governor Dauda Lawal. Executive Director of the group, Sani Abdullahi Shinkafi, commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the military for recent security improvement in the country, noting that peace and stability have enabled economic and infrastructural progress in Zamfara and some other parts of the country. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. And still to come, T-Pompey Concept begins promo on Mega City Estate. Details of this and more when we return.
Celebrate Ramadan with Bafi and enjoy up to 40% off on selected products from living room, dining room, bedroom, and royal sets. Pay less, save more, and refresh your home for iftar gatherings and cherished moments with family and friends. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online to enjoy our exclusive Ramadan sale. Let's make this Ramadan unforgettable.
Many thanks for staying on. T-Pompey Concept Limited, a leading real estate firm in Nigeria, says all is set for its mega city estate and has, in the mood of the festive season, opened a 17-day promo to help Nigerians own their own affordable plots of government-approved land in the prestigious Apo Gudu axis of the Federal Capital Territory. Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Akintayo Adarelabwe, who announced this during a press engagement at the T-Pompey head office in Wuse 2, Abuja, said the investment is his company's efforts to tackle housing deficits in the nation's capital city. Olusheye Adeabo reports.
This over 500 hectares of land is the proposed size for the mega city located within the serene Apo, a major location in the central of the Federal Capital Territory. Abuja is the latest estate of the T-Pompey Concept Limited, owners of over 70 estates in states across Nigeria. In design, the mega city estate will comprise more than 5,000 housing units with state-of-the-art facilities, and the CEO of the company, Akintayo Adarelabwe, has been speaking on how this is the first of its kind across the country.
And you know, if you are talking about land and landed property in Abuja, it has to be title. The mega city we're telling you comes with title, with CFO title. We are not dealing with RFO or any other thing. It's an FCDA title. It's going to be the biggest of our project for now, and we've tried to get some consultants into the project, and we don't want to go in contrary to government plans towards the place. We will plan according to government's laid down rule, but we're going to bring an innovation to the mega city, and it's going to be mega. Infrastructure is going to differentiate our mega city from any other estate and from even any other one we've done. We are planning to have an artificial lake there. We are planning to have an artificial forest there. We are planning to have a polo. We are planning to name it. I mean, world-class infrastructure is going to make the mega city a mega city estate, we'll call it.
The T. Pompey Concept Limited is not unaware of the struggle in owning a land in Abuja, especially as it concerns a government-approved land that is affordable, and has already put this into consideration.
We're having a pre-launch sales promo on this mega city, and it's going to be just 17 days. We are connecting the spirit of Ramadan to that of Easter. So we are starting this from 31st of March, and we're going to end it on the 17th of April. And it's not a site that you are buying. You are not buying to keep. You are buying the site to start your project. It's going to be very affordable. We're dealing with a low-income earner, and we're dealing with an average Nigeria. This is not going to be something that will be too big. I tell you, with as little as just 2.5 million, you can own a plot in our mega city. We have a payment plan for if you key into this project within this period. We still have a 3-month payments plan on how you can see how affordable it is. You are talking about an estate on 500 hectares of land. You can see how mega is there. So it's going to have its own power. So there's going to be 24 hours electricity.
The project of the mega city estate kicked off with a promo offer from 2.5 million naira for 200 square meters to 500 square meters for 500 million naira. And its official groundbreaking is fixed for later in the year. In Abuja, Oluseyi Adiagbo, NTA News.
The National Human Rights Commission says it is committed to developing and advocating a comprehensive norm, guidelines and advisory that will govern the ethical use of artificial intelligence, AI. Executive Secretary of the Commission, Tony Ojukwu, made this known in an engagement on human rights dimensions on AI governance and the UN guiding principles on business and human rights challenges and opportunities in Africa.
To have a call to action for all of us so that we will have consciousness that innovation and human rights go hand in hand by ensuring that the transformative potential of AI is fully harnessed, only when it elevates human dignity.
The Nations Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights provide a crucial framework for ensuring that businesses, including those involved in AI development and deployment, respect human rights.
The center, we are fostering an ecosystem where AI solutions are developed with fairness, inclusivity, and compliance with global best practice.
The forum offers a comprehensive roadmap from corporate human rights policies to practice guidelines for community engagement, as well as ensuring that every advance in AI is weighed against the forum. Also an opportunity to foster collaboration and build consensus on how to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that respects and promotes human rights in Africa. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has expressed his heartfelt condolences to Mrs. Florence Ajimobi, wife of the former governor of Oyo State, on the passing of her beloved daughter, Mrs. Bisola Kola Daisy. In a poignant conversation with the bereaved mother on Thursday, President Tinubu conveyed his deep sympathy to the family during this time of profound loss, acknowledging the unexpected and heart-wrenching departure of a cherished daughter, devoted wife, and mother of 3. In a statement by Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, President Tinubu also extended his prayers and support to Mrs. Kola Daisy's husband, family, friends, and associates, remembering her as warm-hearted, industrious, and charitable. He highlighted the enduring impact of Mrs. Kola Daisy's contributions as a successful businesswoman and a trusted public servant in an advisory capacity, whose wise counsel in budgeting and finance was invaluable. President Tinubu prayed for Almighty God's grace to receive her soul and provide comfort and strength to her survivors. And this is the news desk at 3 on NTN News 24. Let's take another look at our top stories. Special Jumat prayers hold for President Tinubu at 73. Fire guards popular Onitsha main market in Anambra State. Muslims urged to look out for new moon of Shawwal 1446 AH on Saturday, 29th March 2025. And that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Ngoye.